Welcome to Technique Tuesday. So today I'm going to talk about social media again. And so here's the thing. Are you launching a business, a program, an event, a product, an e-commerce site, whatever it is you're trying to launch? Social media is the best way to introduce people to your offering and introduce people to you. Before you launch and also soon after, you need to be active on social media to try to build, interest in whatever it is you're offering. So one of the things I want to talk about, so we're going to talk about 11 ways to build your audience. But one of the things I want to talk about first is that one of the great strategies to building an audience is to offer something free. And this is why there's twofold strategy there. It's one thing to get followers. Okay, yes, you want followers, but it's really important if you get their contact information. And so when you offer something free, you have to get them to give you their email in order to receive it. So they give you their email, and then you send them the downloadable document, guide, a checklist, tips, whatever it is that you're offering. It could be a PDF. It could be a video guide or video that where you share the information. It actually also, so that's your digital forms. It could also be a physical product. So if you have an e-commerce site, maybe you could send them a sample of something. Or maybe there's something that you really want to get going and you could give them the smallest version that you have of that product just to get things started. Now, keep in mind though, that when you're, shipping costs, you have to keep that in mind when it's a physical product. So sometimes you want to think about like maybe a book or some sort of something that can go media rate. A workbook, something like that that you're sending them something physical, but you can use that media rate with the postal service and keep the rates down. So that's something to keep in mind. It is, and what we're going to do is I'm going to go through 11 strategies that will, you can use in combination with that offer. So let's get started. Number one, okay. And you can use this to fill an event, fill your program, build interest into your e-commerce site, into your products. So all those different things will work for this. Okay, so number one is Facebook Lives. I'm doing a Facebook Live right now, okay? But a really cool thing that I do with Natural Zing is that we have free challenges. And if they want to be part of a free challenge, they sign up and then they're in a private Facebook group where I'm holding the free challenge videos there and the content that I'm delivering to them there. So a free challenge, that's your product that you're giving away at this point. And so they're signing up to do that, free challenge. And you can do that via Zoom or other ways, but I like to do Facebook Lives. It's pretty easy. Okay, inside of a group. Okay, the next thing is you are going to look at your friend requests and all of your friends. Go into your the friends that you have and see if you can get their contact information. So you want to offer them a challenge, a guide, whatever it is that you're offering. So you can DM them and say, hey, I'm offering this. Will you be interested? Here's the link. You can also do Clubhouse. Now, I haven't done Clubhouse yet myself, but I have a friend who wants to know and have a room on Clubhouse with me, so I'm looking into that. So one thing about Clubhouse, you can really test out topics. So it's something really quick where you can put up a topic, see if there's interest in it, and then before you spend time building a program or launching a product or having a 3-day event. Next thing is make sure you look at your profiles. And what I mean here is your Facebook profiles, your LinkedIn profiles, All of the social media has profiles, and look at the graphic at the top. Make sure that that is appealing to your ideal audience. You can also highlight something you want them to do. There should be a call to action in that image box. And so maybe it's joining the challenge or joining a private group. And so you'll have the link. When you click on that profile pic, it will show the link, and then they can click the link. So that's a great offer. So put your best offers in your profile image. Test out different social media posts. Okay, sometimes you want to go with videos, sometimes images, sometimes really quick 3-line posts, sometimes it's a longer post. Figure out what resonates with your audience. Number 6, do a strategy where you get them into a free challenge, and then from those people that were interested in the free challenge, invite them to your 3-day event. So you can have it, you get them interested in something free, they're interested in the topic, then you invite them to your 3-day event or your program or, something like that. But really works well. Podcast. Now, this is interesting. Either develop a podcast yourself and deliver your content, or get on someone else's podcast. And this is a great strategy for collaboration. You are tapping into their audience. Now, don't pick somebody that you have a competing product with, but something that is complementary, where their audience would also be interested in what you're offering. You can have great collaborative communications that way. Or you can even have guest people in your challenge, and they're going to be marketing to their audience as well. So I've done that with webinars, with challenges, with podcasts. So collaboration and tapping into their audience is a great way to build your audience, especially if you're new. And they are always looking for guests. They love guests because it just helps if you bring something of value to their audience, they look good. So that's very important to them. Okay, number 8. Okay, for the content that you post, I want you to look at your analytics. There was a bug flying around. I want you to look at your analytics and see which posts get the most engagements. And you're going to repost those again. That way, that people are interested in that topic and they're going to come back for it. Okay, number 9, I talked about collaboration. This is really focused a lot on collaboration, not just for a podcast, but find ways to collaborate and tap into other people's audiences. So again, I had mentioned the podcast, but it could be working together for, maybe you are a guest speaker at their event. Maybe it's a live event, maybe it's a virtual event, and you are getting access to their audience, introducing their audience to you. And it definitely builds your credibility. You can do this for free. Sometimes free is great, or sometimes people say, no, I want to pay you. That's also great. So that way you're getting paid for your time, but you're also getting access to their audience. Consistency. Okay, so you notice I have Motivation Monday and I have Technique Tuesday. Be consistent with your post. Facebook especially, actually all of the social media platforms, love consistency. They like that you're out there multiple times a week. And especially if there's some sort of consistency to it, they reward you. Their algorithm takes that into account and they reward you. Also, your audience likes consistency. They might be expecting your Motivation Monday or your Technique Tuesday or whatever your program might be. They're expecting it at that time. I know I was doing for a client, they had an event and they were having it at different times. And so somebody came to him and said, hey, I really want to follow you. but I don't know when you're on, and I just want to make sure I put on my calendar so I can watch. So make it consistent. It's for your audience and it's for the algorithms. Okay, number 11. Find. Oh, I had 2 8. Oh, I must have 12. Okay, number 11. Find your ideal audience in Facebook groups. And you can post a question there, something that'll get engagement, something that's related to what you are going to be offering. You're not promoting your offering because a lot of groups don't like that. But you might be finding out who in this group is your ideal audience, and you're posing a question. If you need ideas on that, DM me. That would be great. Oh, hey, by the way, if you like this content, please put a like, so I know that this is something that you value and you want to see more of this kind of stuff. Okay, so you're back to Facebook group. So you're going to find, it could be a LinkedIn group, Instagram group. So you're going to find these different groups, and you're going to start communicating and finding your ideal audience in there. And then you can start a DM conversation, and you can invite them to your free thing. Hey, would you like this free guide? Or hey, would you like this, like to join my Facebook group? Something like that. Okay, so number 12, I must have 12, sorry. Okay, using hashtags, okay. Again, Facebook and the other social media platforms use this to sort their messages. If somebody's looking for a topic, this comes up. And so you are going to be able to utilize those hashtags. Now, here's a few tips on, I didn't print my tips on the, okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, I remember. Okay, so when you're looking at your hashtags, think about your keywords. So when you're reading your post, what are the keywords that your audience would be interested in, and hashtag those keywords. Also, you don't have to retype them at the bottom. Sometimes I do, but you can put them in the sentence, and you can just make sure that that way it actually highlights it in the post, and people like that as well. It sort of stands out in the post. Also, make sure you don't put a space in between the words. So for social media, make it one word, because people, the hashtags don't work when it's 2 words. It has to be 1 word. I can't remember the other tips. I didn't print them all out. But hey, again, DM me and find out more tips on hashtags. Okay, so I am not finished. I had one more thing for you. So this is what I have for you. And my program is it's the one-stop shop natural food implementation lab, e-commerce implementation lab. And so what do we do in this implementation lab? We are helping people launch their e-commerce sites, help them launch superfood private label brands, launch coaching programs, launch events. And so I am the launcher. That's what I do. I'm a launcher and a marketer. And so in this program, it's a 90-day program. I take you through and I get you launched, and we fine-tune your marketing. If you want a private label product, we offer that. We drop ship here at Natural Zing, and we have quite an array of products, so we can ship those out for you, and you don't have to hold inventory, and we ship it out. We do all the hard labor. But I'm just adding so much new content. I am focusing on conversion, okay? It's one thing to launch, but you need revenue. You need to make sure they are converting. So I have gotten the science behind conversion. And so I will be teaching you how to make converting Facebook posts, converting Facebook ads, converting landing pages, product pages, webinars, and event conversion. There is a certain way you design an event that gets conversion at the end to get people to take your offer or your product.